Xin Chao, what's up everybody? Alright, in this video today we're going to talk about the visa situation going on in Vietnam. Some more changes the Prime Minister wants to do, which frankly don't make really any sense, but a little bit for a few countries. So we'll get into it, we'll talk about her. Off the top of my head, I hope all of you are having a great day, morning, or afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. I appreciate you watching my videos. My name is Chris. I am fat and broke. I travel around Asia on occasion. I live in Saigon. I've got a lot of information about a lot of things that don't matter to a lot of people, but some things that matter to some people, so let's talk about it. Vietnam considers expanding visa exemption for more countries. Oh, we got some girls over there. Prime Minister blah 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 has ordered the Ministry of Public Security, some girls on the bench over here, chow him. Thank you. See, Vietnam rules, they all smile. To consider expanding visa exemptions for citizens of certain countries in accordance with bilateral cooperation. The request was made on Thursday after the Lunar New Year break as the country eyes 18 million foreign arrivals this year, equivalent to the pre-pandemic figure. Just to give you a number, Cambodia had 1.2 million people come in just during Tet. They're not even posting how many people came in during Tet in Vietnam. So they're really nowhere close to even coming close to achieving what they're even trying to achieve. Mainly due to, you know, a pretty crappy visa system on the internet that's pretty clunky and hard to use. The lack of visa exemption for all the major countries. You know, there's only like 14 on the list right now, or 13. There should be 100 plus countries on that list. You should be able to just rock in visa free from all over the world. It should be a very limited amount of people that have to actually go to a website and get a visa. It makes it such a pain in the ass to travel here, especially sporadically. So I mean, they really need to get it together just on that level. We don't even need to get into customer service, getting ripped off at a taxi or a bar or a lady bar or any of that shit that happens here. They need to just get that under control first, in my opinion, if we want to have some interjection of my opinion on this, dude. The PM asked the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to evaluate the application of unilateral visa exemption policies for citizens of 13 countries. The Foreign Affairs and Public Security Ministries have been asked to expand the list of countries whose citizens are unilaterally exempted from the visa. The list now has Germany, France, Italy, Spain, UK, Northern Ireland, Russia, Japan, South Korea, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Belarus. Vietnam now waives visas for travelers from 25 countries compared to 162 for Malaysia and Singapore, 157 for the Philippines, 68 for Japan, 66 for Korea, and 64 for Thailand. Many Asian countries are increasing their competitiveness to attract foreign tourists with visa-free policies. Under the current immigration policy, Vietnam grants 3-month tourist visas for citizens from all countries and territories. They need to put a bunch of other countries on this list is really, at the end of the day, what this all equates to. Oh, these look like, these two girls look like Motoko. So these are just some kind of like poodle, but they're shaved. They're shaved down. So this is a shaved down poodle. Because if you don't like to brush your poodle's hair every day, it gets all matted and like dreadlocked immediately. It's a big downfall to owning these like poodles is the care. What's up, dude? Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Not a fan. So like if you don't brush these poodles out every day and stuff, they're not good. Okay. So I mean, really the thing that is plaguing Vietnam's growth in all kinds of aspects, in all levels, is just not having a visa exemption for like all the major countries. Like if I want to go to Thailand and I plan a trip and it's like a month-long trip and I've got like 4 or 5 days extra and I want to jump over to Thailand, I want to be able to just do that. I don't want to have to go on a website, fill out like a clunky form that looks like it was made by GeoCities in 1995. You know, at least make that whole thing streamlined to where it just takes like 2 seconds to go in there. The photo process, like I've met so many people that have gotten denied and had to reapply, whether it's over a photo or a name's not filled out exactly right. Like this isn't rocket science. Like, they make it way too convoluted, even still now where it's at, to really make it a system that works efficiently. And the sporadicness of being able to travel here is completely taken away. You used to have that because you had a visa on arrival here. At least just bring back a visa on arrival for every country then. Get your, pardon my French, but get your shit together at the airport too. The immigration is a complete, and again, excuse my language, shit show at Tan Son Airport. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, half the dudes that are checking your passport, they don't care about their job. They're like looking around, they're talking. I've seen so many times on occasions where like they'll go and talk to their coworker for like 10 minutes in the middle of their shift to just have a conversation and just like delay that line for 10 minutes. And you have to understand, and what Vietnam maybe doesn't understand, is a lot of us have been on 12, 16, 14-hour flights. You don't want to then go to an immigration and stand there for an hour while a guy lazily goes through your passport. It makes no sense. Like, put in a whole automated system. Streamline your... Okay, let me break it down. If you are going to keep the system you have now, fix it and make it a proper system. Make it so where it works in a fast, efficient way. Make the e-visa portal quick and effective, and then make it automatic robot check-in when I get to Tan Son Airport. Why do I have to have a guy look at it, talk to his buddy, not really care about what he's doing, and delay my whole entire trip for another hour? It is ungodly frustrating. And, you know, it sounds like, oh, not a big deal, right? You wouldn't think so, but I've been to a lot of countries, and any other countries pretty much got their stuff together. Thailand has a pretty poor immigration as well, so Thailand needs to get their act together as well, but like, Singapore is the greatest country ever for coming in on immigration. But you know, you get that one experience where you don't come in, it takes you 2 hours to get through the airport, and then the taxi driver rips you off to where you're going. And then you go out that night and you get ripped off a few more times. It just creates a terrible experience for you. So like, the best they can do is try to handle things ahead of that as best they can. So like, Vietnam's best bet would be, like I said, to streamline all that stuff, make it as easy as possible, put in all these visa extensions for all the countries that come here frequently, why not? And just make it easy to come in. So you're just not so upset by the time you're just getting to have your trip, which has happened to me on numerous times. Out of my, I don't even know, 50 times I've come through that airport, maybe 100 at this point. There's been 3 or 4 times where I've gotten so pissed off because the immigration just didn't care about what was happening. And they had an influx and they're like, we're just gonna do it at our time. And that lack of like respect for the people that are coming into the country and stuff, it sets a really, really, really bad tone for the entire trip and for Vietnam. So I understand why people complain about that stuff. But at the same time, this is Vietnam, you know? And you've got to expect these kind of things in Vietnam. Are they gonna get their stuff together? For sure. But like, you know, does this stuff need to happen way sooner than just talking about it? 100,000%. And will it? Who knows? Like, time will tell. I just want to say a shout out to the guy that was just next to me that threw the prayer hands and said, I could see you were a big fan in a million ways and you didn't want to interrupt me filming, but a big shout out to you. I know you're probably going to see the video, so thank you. Let me know who you are in the chat, in the comment section. Big W to you. As ever, guys, I thank everybody watching. If you want to watch me live stream, we do it on a new platform. It's just like Twitch, but it's way better. If you sub for $5, I get the $5. It's called Kick.com. I stream over at Fat and Broke on Kick.com, so if you want to see that. If you want to see additional content, Tet family stuff, that's all available at the patreon.com/Fat and Broke. As ever, stay frosty. We thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. See you on the next one. Peace out.